Hello, this is Mr. Collier, and today we're looking at the slope of the line. Okay, the slope of a line, or the gradient, they mean the same thing, measures the steepness of the line. Okay, so we can say the slope, which is symbol m, equals rise over run, which is change in y over change in x. Okay, so first of all, let's look at positive versus negative slopes. So if you go left to right, positive slope would be like going uphill. So lines that are going downhill are negative slopes. So let's take a look at some of these graphs. We can see these two on the left are both going up from left to right, so those are going to have positive slopes. And these on the left are going down, so they're going to have negative slopes. So looking at this one here, to figure it out with the rise over run, we just go from any point to another point, and I'll draw a little arrow. So I need to go up 1, I need to go right 2 to get from one point to another point. So the rise is 2 and the run, the rise is 1, I went up 1, the run is 2, I went to the right 2, so the slope is half. Okay, same answer if you go from another pair of points, like say this point and this point. To get from that point to that point, you go up 4 and you go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you do that, you get 4 over 8, which also simplifies to half. You can even go like backwards, like down 4 and left 8. Slope is negative 4 over negative 8. You still get half. So any way you look at it, you get a slope of a half. So let's look at this one down here. We said it should be a positive slope. Actually, this one's also up 1, right 2. So the slope of this one is also half. Okay, you notice the blue lines here have the same steepness, and they're parallel, and they have the same slope. Okay, this one should be a negative slope. So let's take a look at what it is. Let's go from this point to this point. I need to go down 2 and then to the right 2. So the slope is rise over run, which is the y values, change in the y over change in x. So the slope is actually negative 1. You can see that if you go from another couple pairs of points too. Like I would go up 3 and left 3, I will get a slope of 3 over negative 3, which is negative 1. So either way you get negative 1. Okay, it's a negative. Okay, last one. To go from this point to this point, I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go right 1, 2, 3, 4. So the slope is negative 5 over 4. Okay, let's look at the next one. Match gradients to the graphs below. So let's take a look. We have 2 positive slopes and 2 negative slopes. I'll look at the positive ones first. So if m equals 2, m equals 4, it's got to be either one of these 2 lines. They both have positive slopes because they're both going uphill. You notice that this one here is a bit steeper, so that's got to be the m equals 4 because it's steeper. And this is less steep, so it's got to be the m equals 2. And you can see that from the coordinates too, that the slope is going to be 2. Negative numbers here, we have m equals negative 1, m equals negative 5. This one should be more steep, but it is going downwards, so it would be this one right here. Okay, it's steeper and it's going downhill, so that's negative 5, and this one's slope equals negative 1. Okay, find the gradient of these lines. Okay, gradient is another word for slope. And we can pick any points in the line, but they kind of give us a couple of points, so let's use those. Go from this point to this point and go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down 6 and left 3. So the slope is down 6, left 3, gives you 2. The slope is 2. Okay, next one, we have 2 points labeled. We can use any points on the line, I suppose, too. Let's go from this point to this point. So I'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the slope is -5/5, which is -1.